Welcome to the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Co Cigar and Lounge in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I'm here with my other two co-hosts, Bones, Mort, and I'm Maverick, welcoming you to the show. Well, some football teams 1-point wins and some disappointments.
Disappointments.
Yeah, some people you think would win are shockers.
Okay. Who?
Well, the Rams.
Well,
Buffalo, right? That was the week before. I'm a week ahead. I'm a week back. Barry had a couple wins, and then he had the G-men, and the Eagles were 5-0 going into playing number 6 game against Dallas.
I know the NFL gods have been true to my statement.
Hey, Alexa, who won the NFL this
The
weekend?
Saints and the Bengals cannot win on the same
No,
week.
no, you're right.
They got a big game.
I'm back, Kerr. I'm back.
Gar, how you
What's up,
doing?
What's up, Mr. Kerr? Oh, speaking of Kerr, where's it? Hold on a second. Where's it at? Where's that? One of our
Yes,
sponsors.
sir.
One of our sponsors.
5-0
Hey,
H.
Christy. How you doing, girl?
Kerr is honored to have the Edition 35 Lancero in the October 2022 edition of Ash Quarterly Rating Club.
Nice.
Absolutely.
No Roll Tide.
Oh, yes. And let me explain to you why. Because I'm not a Tide fan. I'm not a Tennessee fan. Bobby's not a Tide fan. He's not a Tennessee fan. The two quietest people in this building, Keith and Yogi, Alabama fans. Who's the most annoying college fan in here?
Big Mike.
Well, guess what? Guess who's rooting on fucking Alabama on Saturday?
Are you really?
Oh, absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. But anyway, I won't say Roll Tide, though. I won't say that during the game.
Right.
I wouldn't mind, but I won't say Roll Tide.
Right.
And I was told that's not the way to say it, Andy. Roll Tide.
See, I honestly think they're going to get beat.
If Bryce Young is back, I don't think
They're suspect. They're suspect. I think they're going to get beat.
they are, but I don't know if Tennessee really hasn't played anybody yet. Not that Alabama really has, but
they're Alabama.
So here's the thing about the game with Texas A&M.
Exactly.
Their starting quarterback didn't even play.
No.
If their starting quarterback would have been in the game, guess what would have ended up happening?
I don't know. What it would have been the complete opposite if Alabama had Bryce Young.
Well, I'm sure.
The kid did do a decent. He did an okay job for filling in. They won when they had to. There was a suspect call in there. I can't remember, but it was a little.
At the end, it was a pass interference.
Yeah, that was just like. Speaking of pass interference, was just kind of like professional roughing the passer.
Oh goodness! Come on, man! Don't even touch Brady, or else you're going to get a penalty.
Brady said when he got interviewed post game, he said, "I don't throw the flags." I mean, he couldn't answer it any other way.
That's true. He does.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Here's what I think.
But that was a bad call.
Bad call. But you know what? These refs, right, wrong, or indifferent, have to protect these quarterbacks because they're the franchise.
No,
they are, dude. They're 35 million, 50
No,
million.
I'm not arguing with the franchise thing, but they're on the field just like everybody else.
I know, but they got to do it. If they knock them out, that's team.
Not the referee's problem. That's the
I know, but the referees
problem.
are there probably being told, watch out for these quarterbacks because these are the
2
guys
days
that
in a
bring the
row.
money
You
to
see
the
Booker
game.
McFarland go off yesterday because they had another call the very next day.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not.
I do, but I don't agree.
I don't agree.
They're on
Even
the
in
field.
Jose.
They're on the
But
field
why ain't it getting done then?
because they have gone too far to protect that quarterback.
But
I know I'm saying that, but that's what they were told to do.
So I mean, look, we've already had this conversation. They should just put 2 flags on their sides.
I agree. Yeah, we already talked about that. I agree.
And that's what it's become.
dude, I even
That was proof that's what it should have
we
become.
even made that call.
I agree.
That guy was
They're
tackling.
doing it to protect them guys
That guy was taking.
So
him.
why aren't receivers getting protected like that?
because they ain't the quarterback, dude. That's why.
That's not the point, man.
Yeah, I know, but they're the quarterback, dude. That's the head of the team.
Not necessarily always.
But dude,
Well, I think you're wrong because
that-
you know what? If you knock out, if all these big shot quarterbacks get knocked out, Who's
But
gonna
that's
fill in their
his that's
spot?
his job is to be the
Who's going to
quarterback.
fill in their spot?
Okay, he needs to stay out of trouble. His line needs to keep him out of trouble. That's
I
like
agree
me
with all
umpiring
that.
baseball and me making all the calls in favor of one fucking team. That's not right. The
I
umpire should
agree.
be calling
I
the
agree
game.
with what you're saying, but I'm saying if these quarterbacks don't get protected, dude, and they get knocked out of the game, that's the ball game.
So put the flag on there. And if you pull the
And I
flag,
think you're
then it's
right.
down.
I think you're right about that.
If-
And they're going to say if they get bumped a little bit or they land on them too hard, these 300-pound dudes, they're going to call it.
That
And-
guy had one arm wrapped around and the football
And
on
it
the
should
other
have never
hand.
been called.
And the football on the other
Should
hand.
not have been
That
called.
was nowhere near a pass interference. And I can understand some of the refs being a little hesitant on not making the call. I could buy that.
Happy Columbus Day,
But-
Ronnie.
But
Ronnie,
Ronnie,
speaking
speaking
of
of Ronnie,
Dude.
we no longer have it's no longer the Great
Great
Lakes
Lakes.
Smoke Show. They
No,
are
it's-
rebranded and they are now the Great Cigar and Pipe Show.
And they've got a
And they've gone
fantastic
international.
bottle. They got a bottle tonight.
Oh, they
That
give
they're
away a bottle?
giving out a fantastic bottle of bourbon.
Oh, I might have to win that just to piss you off.
Hey, that would. And you won't drink it.
You don't
So
drink
I'll
that.
just have to come over to your house and drink it for you.
If it's out on the show.
It'll be in a dark closet,
And-
aging.
And
Yes.
then, I mean,
Until he dies.
I don't know if Bob heard this, but Tulsi Gabbard leaving the Democratic Party
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
That's great.
Why?
because she said
Yeah, very,
under
very
no
pointed.
now under the complete the Democratic Party is now under complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness, stoking anti-white racism. She said she believes the left-leaning party works to undermine our God-given freedoms in the Constitution, and she's 100% correct.
Is she going to the Republican now,
We
or
don't
the
know.
Libertarian, or medium?
Right now,
medium,
she's just
medium?
independent, and she's not in office, so she really has
But
enough
she's
time
going to
to.
diss a lot of demos.
Oh, she already has.
Ronnie, tonight,
She already has.
Wow!
and
How long has
what's
she been a Democrat?
Seattle blew it tonight.
All of her career.
They gave it
Wow.
to, and then Miss Vice President, Miss Kamala Harris says,
Roll Tide.
I can't say. it.
Yeah, I'm
She
not
asked,
saying
me,
that.
she asked me to.
So,
I'm not
so the
saying
Vice President says nobody should have to go to jail for smoking weed.
What? Wait a minute.
Absolutely agree with her 100%.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, right. Nearly 2,000 people were convicted for marijuana possession, cultivation, or sale, while Harris was San Francisco District Attorney.
So she
So
just
people can change
their viewpoint,
their viewpoints.
but
That's
she
what-
don't think that way.
No, absolutely not.
She don't think that way.
Like
But
Joe
now
Biden,
it's okay.
Joe Biden back in the day was deadly against everything
Segregation.
he says today. He was against 30, 40 years ago, but he's all
Against-
for it now.
Against same-sex marriage. I mean, quote unquote, he said the Defense in Marriage Act is in place. It's been voted on by your representatives. It's in place. So this is the law of the land, and now here he is. A lot of things that they've wish-washed on it, and okay, if you can turn around and say I can change, then so can Trump. Trump can change from the way he was.
Well, no, he can't. No, he can't.
No,
he's
because-
not allowed to.
because he's not a Democrat.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And that's, to me, that's wrong.
So tonight we are
My
smoke-
choice.
We are going to smoke picked by Mort, the
The
Reserva Especial, Hoya de
Oya
Nicaragua,
de Nicaragua.
Cuatro Cinco, Cinco.
Quattro Cinco.
Yeah,
Quattro Cinco.
Is that a five? Is that an upside down five?
it is a.
Yeah, that's 4
It's
and
a
5.
C with a
Right.
squiggly
4
underneath.
and 5.
So it's a.
Quattro, 4,
Yeah, it's
5,
it's upside
Cinco.
down five. Look at that.
Right? Yeah.
Obaris.
4 and 5. 45, I guess it means.
Yeah.
Oh, 45, president.
So
Trump cigar.
before we
It's a
get
Trump
into some
cigar.
stuff,
I didn't know that, but
Get
yes.
it quick. How did the vacation go? You made it to
Yeah,
the
tell us a
storm
little
or
bit
anything,
about that.
Well, of course, y'all know I wasn't here last week or the week before. The week before, we left at 9:30 p.m.
Okay. Yes, right. We remember that.
We drove to Jacksonville and down from there on 85.
Okay. How long did that take?
80.
Yeah, I-85 or 95. Maybe it's
95. 95. Okay.
I-95. It took us, we got into just north of Miami at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. maybe
Dude,
3.
that's a long freaking drive.
We were dog tired, just beat. I fell asleep in the foyer waiting for our room to be open. We slept. We woke up the next morning. Of course, we got into some weather. It rained pretty good. The next morning we woke up. It was windy as hell. I mean, I recognized the wind. There's a storm out there. It had just made landfall, so we had our eyes on the weather, and if Highway 1 was open going to the Keys, right? Highway 1's wide open.
Oh, good.
So
that was important.
We got breakfast. And we left, and we drove, and it was beautiful. The weather was clear from the time we got to Miami until we got home. I mean, here it's just been beautiful.
Oh, good.
So what you saw today, we saw the entire time we were there.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
It was wonderful. I could not have asked for a better time. Dude, I'm ready to move.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm ready to move. That's my place. If there's any one place in this nation that I could see myself
And you never
living,
said that before.
Never.
And it's Key West.
Key West. It's so laid back, man. Laid back.
Go back a second time before you say you moved.
Absolutely, yes.
Because I did that with the Philippines and said, I love this place. I went back the second time, I was like,
Why do you think that?
Because, dude, it was great being there the first time. It was single. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
You go back a second time, it wasn't as much fun as the second time around. Like, I don't know if I can really do this all the time.
Right.
I'll give it a second chance. But I've never been there, so I can't say I want to.
That is definitely my favorite place so far in the United States. And before that, my favorite place was on the West Coast, west of San Francisco, or southwest of San Francisco.
Around Sacramento.
No, it's down. It's just west of San Mateo.
Oh, okay.
Right on the coast. It's a little place called Half Moon Bay. Beautiful, gorgeous place.
Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay. Beautiful place. My second place, as far as retirement goes.
Expensive though, there, man.
Both places are expensive.
Yeah.
But like I was telling you, when I go to Destin, the bars and restaurants, they have a local price and they have a tourist price. So when we go there, our friends show them their license, they foot the bill, and we pay them back the money.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's cheaper
Yeah.
than to
How
go.
about that?
That's actually pretty cool because you don't want to screw people live there all the time.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah, screw
They would be going out.
screw the guests.
That's right.
It's all about the money.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
exactly. You always.
So as long as you enjoyed yourself, man, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you had a good time.
I
how's the
was
bonus?
so relaxed. I was so relaxed, man. It was just,
Until today.
it was so nice.
Until you came back.
And then I got to hear about all the stuff that
You didn't want to hear about.
I was like, okay, it's buzzkill day.
Yeah.
I honestly thought about wearing shorts to work today.
What are you going to do?
My boss says, man, I just thought you were on vacation still. And I said, well, I kind of was when I came in because I definitely found one of my favorite drinks in the world.
Other than Columbus, right?
Well, I mean, Columbus is because it's where my kid is. But
What'd you
Cuban coffee.
Oh, you liked it, huh?
Oh, my God. Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
So you would like regular coffee that's made right.
I like.
Made right.
I have
strong.
found. I like the darkest coffee you can find.
Yes.
How about that?
Then that tobacco coffee he would have liked with that tobacco cigar.
I guess if I wasn't so hungover, it would have been.
Yeah,
I don't think you would
that
like
was
anything.
so.
I didn't like
Dude,
anything
you weren't
that
there.
day.
You weren't there that night. That was one of the funniest freaking things.
Yeah, but I was there the
man.
next day. Ooh,
I drank that whole bottle. Yeah,
he was hurt.
but it was a little bottle, Jeff. Oh, but it was 151. Oh, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know
Jose.
how you're walking right now. Me neither. And of course, Jose's brother was in worse shape than I was the next day.
Well, think about going to the BCA. I think it's in March or April, sometime around the Miami area. I think they got some big resort down there that they're doing. They haven't really put it all together yet.
I know they have a great smoke in Las Vegas coming up.
Yes. Did you see that contest?
I
put
did.
in for that for the 2 free VIP tickets. Yeah, I entered that too.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
that would be.
I haven't been to Vegas since when I joined spouse
Well,
up to Effie Warren back in '84.
Now
We
you've
did.
got not only cigars but the Greenleaf.
Yes.
We did the Georgia State thing while you were away.
Well, yeah, I found out nobody won.
Nobody won. Not this. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
It was piss poor. Dude.
It wasn't like it was the last two times. It was an hour long, and they just boom, boom, boom. But the cigar is M81
Okay.
because they coincided. They collaborated with, I can't remember his name, the founder of Metallica.
Metallica.
So they named it M81 because they formed in 1981,
Right.
and that was the secret cigar that was in the box.
Not
And
bad.
I was just like, I didn't enjoy it because I think I smoked it too quick. I didn't let it sit long enough. But then Scotty gave me one that sat for quite a while afterwards. I was like, this is actually really, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful box, the
I enjoyed it.
labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. But even the show was like it's over already?
And then how they gave the prize. I didn't want in the car, and that was it. And then it was over.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, that was piss poor how they did that.
Um,
Piss poor.
But Drew, as usual, was,
hammered.
yes.
Yeah.
Now they do have one more event coming up, the Great Feast over in Dallas.
Oh, is that like the birthday party they never had?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's like $450.
Oh yeah, it's not cheap, and they're not selling anything special outside of that.
No.
That'd be a great retirement
Oh,
getaway, though.
oh. I did find one thing that was lacking in Key West. There's only one sit-down lounge, and it had a couch and a chair.
One couch and one chair.
So it needs to be bigger.
Bruce, welcome.
Hey,
They,
Bruce.
they need to have more, but I don't think that they're poised for that because everything's so expensive as far as buildings go
Yeah.
that a lounge like this wouldn't survive.
Okay.
You'd have to
Charge
charge
cigars.
$20 for the factory smokes.
Okay.
Oh, we.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
in order to pay,
understand.
I mean, $1 million for a 1,200 square foot
The food was,
home.
the food was good.
Oh,
Everything was good.
fantastic.
You coming to Cincinnati? Speaking of, I was going to ask you for Cincinnati's got picks for the week. Washington and Chicago.
Chicago.
That's right.
Really? Oh, no.
I think Fields is going to get his stuff together.
I'm taking Washington. That one.
Oof.
San Francisco. I took a lot of away teams. San Francisco and Atlanta.
San Francisco. As much as I hate San
Yeah,
Francisco.
yeah, me too. But you got to pick that
That's
one.
right, Big Jennifer.
New England at Cleveland.
I picked New England.
That kid's playing well, man. Zappy.
I think I'd go with New England because Cleveland's not playing well.
The Jets at Green Bay.
Oof.
I'm taking
I'm
Green
going
Bay
to have
back.
to go with Green Bay.
If this was a couple of weeks ago, I would have said, or
Jets.
maybe last year, I would have said Green Bay. But the way Green Bay's been playing, the way the Jets have been playing, I'm going with the Jets.
Well, okay.
Not just because they're New York. I just think they got a shot. Jacksonville and Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
I took the Colts too.
Yep. Minnesota and Miami.
I took Minnesota.
Yeah, because Tugaloga, whatever his name is, I don't think that he's
took
back
Minnesota.
upright. I'm going to have to go
No.
with Minnesota.
Cincinnati and New Orleans.
Damn.
Yeah.
They're playing in New Orleans. Okay, I'm
Let's see. Who do they
I
got?
can't pick New Orleans because they're going to lose if I pick them.
Every time we
Yeah.
get,
Then don't.
let's see. Who's favored in that game?
Uh,
Cincinnati, New Orleans. Cincinnati, New Orleans.
I'm,
Cincinnati.
New Orleans had the game of the century this
Cinc-
last weekend.
Cincinnati is favored by 2.5. That doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't. If the same team, if the same New Orleans team shows up,
They're going to beat Cincinnati.
they're going to beat Cincinnati.
Right.
I don't know if they put Winston in, New Orleans loses.
But Hill's not going to have 2 games in a row
Not
like
like
he
that.
had last game.
No, because he's not he's unpredictable that way.
Absolutely.
He had the game of the century, right? I'm going to have to go with Cincinnati.
That's what I went with. Okay. Yeah.
I hate to say it. I hate to do it. I hate the fact that both of them are playing, and I'd love to go see the game.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure you can probably get tickets.
I don't know. They sell out. I
I
mean,
like it here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like my dad. My dad
The
wouldn't,
drive over is fun. The drive back sucks.
Oh yeah. It's coming back from
my
vacation.
dad wouldn't go to a game with me because a Yankee game or anything. He's just like, why? He
Yeah,
said,
your dad always
I
said
can
that,
get
right?
up, go to the bathroom anytime I want, get something to eat, something to drink, whatever. I said, yeah, but you got to understand the live experience is at least once. At least once.
You know
It
what?
takes it up a level.
You know what? If you live relatively close, it's a lot better.
But that being in the dome does take it up.
Oh yeah,
a notch.
big time. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've experienced it quite a few times.
Oh yeah, it's well worth it.
Baltimore at the Giants.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be tough.
I hate to go against you because
I did too, but I took
Oh, you
Baltimore
gotta
with
go
the ugly
with
man
mindset,
syndrome.
right?
I'd have to go with the Ravens.
The ugly man syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
I
have
had
to
to
go
go.
with the
I
Ravens.
went with him too.
He hasn't been playing very well, and the Giants have been playing pretty good, so I'm going with them.
All right.
I got to.
That's your team.
I got to stick with them, man. Tampa Bay at Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's
Tampa
easy.
Bay's going to wipe him up.
I mean, if
Pittsburgh is playing.
Brady gets all the bad calls like he did the Tampa Bay.
Oh, that was terrible. God, that was so bad.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
But I understand where he's coming from.
I
But I don't.
get it.
That's not a referee's job.
No, it's not.
Make the calls, right? in front of you.
Absolutely, I
Make
agree.
the correct call, not because you think he might have gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't call it on Tua, and that was a hell of a lot worse than what Brady got.
Tua got knocked the fuck out.
Dude, there was another guy. What game was it? That he was
Wide
walking.
receiver.
Yeah, he was walking like.
Well,
Yeah,
Tua,
he didn't know where
the
he
week
was at.
before, he stood up.
Yep.
And he took like 2 steps and he went down to his knees.
That's what this guy did.
Yeah.
He was.
And he fell over like, boop.
And then you saw Olave and the Saints just get
Oh, he got hammered. That's
knocked out.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
knocked out. He done down.
He's out. He's.
Oh, he's got to be.
2 weeks, right?
So he might be out this Sunday for sure. He
He's
might be
pretty
back.
good smoke.
Might
And
be out
it
the
all.
week after. Carolina at the Rams.
Rams at the Rams. I got to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is a tough one. This is a game of two really bad teams: Arizona and Seattle.
You know what? I took Seattle because it's in Seattle.
Playing in Seattle, it's loud.
That's the only
It's
reason I
loud
did
there.
that.
That's the only reason I did that too. That's terrible.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough. Kansas City, Buffalo at Kansas City.
I'm taking Kansas City.
At Kansas City, yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to beat them at home.
Yeah.
I'm going with Josh Allen. I got you. He's my quarterback in fantasy.
Well, of
He's been
course.
playing well, but
Could be a tough game.
Kelsey set an NFL record, which nobody will ever touch. I mean, this is virtually impossible. They said before it was who had the four or more touchdowns. I can't remember who it was, but he had it in 90 yards.
He had it
Kelsey,
at 10.
25 yards.
Yeah, but he had the 4 touchdowns was an amount of 10 yards. He had one running play that or
Yeah.
one went.
Total
But
25
he had
yards.
10 yards and 4 touchdowns.
I still, it's going to be hard to beat them at home.
Yeah.
But you know what? That Buffalo's tough too, though.
They're playing good.
If Philly can go 5-1, this might be the week against Dallas. The way they're playing,
They're playing in Dallas.
they're playing Philly.
Played in Philly. I'll go with Philly.
That's what I'm doing. They're playing good.
Hey, Tom.
Tom,
Tommy.
it must be getting cold up there because it's getting chilly down here.
You know it's getting cold in South
Well,
Dakota.
I got in the car at 5:30 this morning, and it was 59 degrees that I had the heat on. When I walked out of here at 4 this afternoon to go on an errand, I had to put the air conditioner on.
80 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mississippi.
Yeah. I had the heat on this morning, and the afternoon, I had the air
That's
conditioner on.
Mississippi.
And last
Pretty
week,
soon your home heat will be on, and you'll
Yeah,
turn it on and have the air on in the afternoon.
yeah.
last
I don't
game
ever do
is Denver at the Chargers.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the Chargers that only because it's in Chargerville, and Denver's not doing well either.
I think that's a 50-50.
Yeah,
But
it's a coin
being
toss, but I'm
being a home
that's why I'm
team, I'll
giving
go with the
them-
home team as well.
I'm giving them the edge.
And we have a bye week for Detroit, Houston, Vegas, and Tennessee.
Vegas blew the game last night.
Oh,
Why would he not tie that game at the end instead of going for the 2-point conversion? Tie the game, it would have went into overtime, and then whoever's
So
in the zone.
I mean, we can always
Monday morning quarterback.
we can always do that.
Dude, that was a major mistake on his fault.
But they had the momentum going, and he thought that he had the play.
yeah, but
that
you know
would
they
do
would
it.
have been up by 1 point, and they're giving the ball back to them with 2 minutes left.
Oh, I know.
And they were flinging it and doing well.
Yeah, I know.
Who
Yeah,
was
but
Ty
the same
would've been
thing
better
happened in
off.
Cincinnati too.
Yeah, the
It
tie
was-
would have been better off.
I can't remember what game it was, but the quarterback took the snap, handed it to the running back. The running back, the play was to cut right in front of the quarterback, go right up the middle, and the quarterback just got right behind him and just
Pushed him.
pushed him right over the fucking line.
Yep.
That's bad.
Now, do you take a chance with getting the quarterback hurt there?
That's
He's-
risky,
He's
but
going
you
to
know
get
what?
piled on.
You get piled on, and them big guys fall on your legs, man. Them legs break.
I told Mav, we figured out, we were sitting there watching the games, and why are these guys wearing all these colored hats? And everybody's thinking it's LGBTQ and all this crap, but it's actually for, it turns out the tie-dye designs that the NFL is promoting have to do with the league's partnership with the American Cancer Society for the Crucial Catch program.
Yeah.
Test
It's
early.
pink, yeah.
I'm not wearing LGBTQ.
No.
They said you got to wear it.
So
I'm
one of the
fine.
bad calls you were talking about with Brady was Brady kicking the defensive player that took him down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get that either.
No.
He didn't get called
No,
for
he
that.
lifted his leg up. Yeah.
Kicked him.
Yeah, I know.
Now, Sue used to get in trouble for that. He
Oh.
used to stomp on people.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see at the end of the game the what's it called for the Raiders pushed the cameraman down?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see that? You
Oh.
left, didn't you? Oh, yeah, he was going into the tunnel. The camera guy was filming him. Boom.
Oh, that's going to be
And
trouble.
they said it on the talking heads this morning that he'll liable, won't get suspended, but he'll get fined. But he made an apology right away about it.
Well,
He didn't
Deion,
wait.
you see Deion Sanders got snubbed by,
Yeah, I heard he got a
Down
little
the
shot
line.
in the face, huh?
didn't get a shot to the face. No,
He got snubbed.
he got snubbed. They did the handshake. Deion was going in for the bro shake, and the guy's like,
No, I'll shake your hand, but
Yeah.
I mean, give me a hug.
yeah, I'm not down. I'm not doing this. Yeah,
This
no.
is pretty good.
This is a very good smoke. So far, it's really good. College football. You lost all your energy. I know you did because I came in here and you were sound asleep.
Yeah, I was out.
Yeah, your team did okay.
Yeah,
There were some good games.
Um,
Some good games this weekend.
we elevated ourselves to number 2, which can't say that I'm mad about that, but I don't agree with who number 1 is.
right.
Georgia?
If you go by the way that they're grading people, Georgia did not have a definitive win.
No.
So right now you're at the point in the season where definitive wins matter,
Right.
and just barely winning a game to an unranked team, it doesn't matter.
Who's
Right.
off? Somebody was off this week that didn't get moved. And somebody said they're not right. I said, well, why should the team be penalized? If they're in like the number 4 spot and they didn't play because it was a bye week, why should they be dropped?
Well, watch what happens next week
Oh,
because
absolutely.
Ohio State has a bye.
Absolutely.
Watch what happens next
Now,
week.
what week we going into with college? 6?
Week 6, yes.
Yeah.
4 and 2. No, wait.
Yes.
4 and 1.
Week
4 and
6.
2. No, 7.
Well, you guys started out early.
Yeah, we started a Saturday early because we're 4 and 2 now. We got Clemson Sat at home. Clemson's only favored by 3.
Are we in number 7 too?
Well, for them, no, you're not.
I'm
You're
3 and 2, right?
yeah, you're
Yeah, I'm 3
you're
and 2.
going into week 6.
Yeah, I'm going into week 6.
But everybody's going to
We're
start.
5-0. We're going into week.
People are going to
Well,
start
we got a
having their
bye
bye weeks coming up. So
Yeah, ours is this
It's
weekend.
getting fast. It's
speaking
fast, man.
speaking of bye weeks, they brought it up. We got the NFL playing a lot in England,
Yes.
and the next one is like in October, no December or November. They go to Germany.
Germany.
So
November.
if a team plays in Sunday overseas, right? Should their bye week should be the week after?
I
So
think
at
it
least
should.
get an extra week and rest.
I think it
Because
should.
some, especially if they're off there, they shouldn't be playing Thursday. That's a fact.
No, not at all.
But to go and come back right away and then get jet lag and have to play on Sunday, that's not right.
No.
But
No.
he's talking about wanting to build a European franchise, bring the NFL to
They've
Europe.
been trying that for.
I don't
for
know
a
how
long
that would
time.
work, man. You'd have to do half a season.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. Is if a team travels overseas, their next week should be a bye week.
Right.
Definitely not playing Thursday night. That's way too soon. You're getting back to the States late Monday. You've taken the trip back here. Going over there is not so bad. Coming back is horrible.
But when we came back, when we flew from Germany to here, it wasn't so bad because we flew at night. We had a late flight at night, so we kind of slept most of the way, and we got to
But
Dover at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
you
so
really
it wasn't,
didn't sleep,
It wasn't too. I didn't. Davey and the baby out.
Yeah,
Out. I
but could
can't
you
sleep on a
imagine?
plane.
Could you imagine having to go the very next day to training
No.
to get ready for a game coming up?
Not at all.
That's your jet lag really kicks in day 2, coming back.
That's 60 guys hurt.
Yeah, they're
So-
yeah.
The ref that made that call on Brady
Uh-huh.
said, what I saw was the defender grabbed the quarterback while he was still in the pocket and unnecessarily threw him to the ground. That's what I was basing my decision. He didn't see everything. He didn't see the fact that the guy kind of was pushed, fell on him, but still had one arm on him and one arm. He took the football from him.
Yeah.
There's no way. That guy did not. He didn't unnecessarily body slam him.
He didn't
No,
say,
it
man,
it
let
wasn't.
me do my
It wasn't.
job.
It
Not
wasn't
let
as
him do the
bad as
job.
some have been.
Yeah, no.
No, and some that have not gotten any calls. It's not. It wasn't that egregious. I did not see.
I agree with you.
I did not see that.
This is one reason when God forbid something ever happens to us, me and the wife or whatever, anything. I am not using dating sites.
Dating.
Sites, Tinder or
Oh no,
any of that shit.
no.
Colorado woman tied up Tinder date, then stabbed, choked, and threatened to kill him if she told the police. He said, "Come meet me in my apartment." So he goes there and he starts doing things. She starts tying. He goes, "I didn't think much about her tying me up, whatever." Then she started doing the choking and the stabbing and all this shit. I'm like,
He was into a new well.
no.
She stabbed him. That's where I kind of draw the line.
Yeah,
And what was the safe word? What? Stop!
yeah.
Then you're talking about when you're talking about the storms, the devastation. We had some friends, Cigar Prop. They're not so bad.
Lost
But
power for a
not
long
perfect. But the neighbors got this. They lost a lot of shit. People were looting over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that one sheriff down there just said, "Hey, you got the right to defend your stuff. So if you got a gun and you got ammo, make that looter look like Swiss cheese."
That's right. Well, ours down here said the same thing after Katrina.
That's not right, dude. That's dude. You got to find a place to stay, but you're gonna go out and rob people. And shit
They actually came up from Miami. So a group of people came up from Miami and looted an outlet mall. Got like $100.
Doc Rodriguez,
shoes
what's
and-
going on?
Hey,
What is the outlet mall? And looted the shoe store.
ah.
My father-in-law, when he was at, he lived right outside the Homestead Gate in Orlando, Florida, when Andrew went through. And then they brought in the Army Guard, the Marines, and all them to help
Pretty
clean
scary.
up and do all. So they put them up in the dorms because some of the dorms survived and all that shit. They were going through, those people in the military were going through the other dorms taking people's shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, because
Dude, your brothers got hammered and you're taking from
you're
them?
taking their stuff.
That's terrible.
I don't get it.
People get sick.
But
man.
they are arresting looters though.
People are sick, man. with That kind of
So
stuff.
when we came back up, we came the East Coast. So we
Back
went up.
up
We
one?
stayed up Tampa. We went across the Everglades. We came up 75. We stayed in Tampa. What we saw was, because people were asking me, did you see any of the wreck, any of the damage? And the way I described it is if you were coming from, take New Orleans out of the mix, okay, because we know what happened there.
Yeah.
Take them out of the mix. If you were coming from Houston and going to Pensacola on I-10,
Mm-hmm.
how much damage of the Mississippi coast did you see from I-10?
I would think not much of anything.
You
Yeah.
saw some broken trees, some,
Yeah, that's light
some
stuff. Yeah.
the stuff that made it that far up. We saw that. And
Okay.
we were 10 miles from the coast. So the damage was boom, really
Isolated.
was really down on the coast. What we
Right.
saw in Biloxi.
Right. Oh
Tampa,
yeah.
Tampa Bay didn't exist. I mean, all the water was gone.
Yeah, and the emergency guys, the cops and everybody that has the bullhorns, they were telling the dumbass rednecks, get the fuck out of there.
Dude, I didn't understand that at all.
They-
Why you would go walking in that? The water can come back anytime, any second.
And with the helmet.
Here you can just imagine Bubba, hey, watch this, and he goes out to the middle of the Tampa Bay because everything's pulled out. Of course, you still got the channel that's there, but he gets out there and he makes one bad step and ends up,
And like quicksand.
up to his nards and mud,
Yeah,
and they can't get his ass out. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, 20 feet of water is coming back in.
and you're done.
He's
You're
done.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
So that's what they were telling them is, you're stupid for doing this. Don't do it, yet they're still doing it. They were still doing it.
Well, people were walking through it, all the water in the streets, and what? Dude, you got all right. You want to go on a float? You want to go on a boat, a raft or whatever? I can maybe buy that, but walking through that shit, dude, you're talking water moccasins and alligators and shit everywhere, man.
But not only that, but you got raw sewage
Yeah.
that's mixed in there. So
Dude.
if you've got an open
Disease,
cut,
disease.
yes, exactly. No, you stay out of that mess. It's not worth it. Wait until everything subsides.
And do the right thing, man. It's terrible.
I think they're doing the right thing though. The San Isabel, the island that got cut off, they actually put a temporary bridge there,
Okay.
so that the emergency and you can, if you own the property, you can go in and try to gather your
Figure out
stuff
if
up.
you got anything
Wow.
left.
But you can't stay out there. They're
Isn't
not
that
letting.
terrible?
Let me ask you this: if we ever, God forbid, that ever happens again around here, I've always said if I lose everything because of a storm, I'm not rebuilding.
Oh, not here. No.
I'm moving.
I'm
I'm
gone.
either if I'm staying in Mississippi, I'm going north of the interstate for sure.
Mhm.
If not, I'm moving out of state. I'm not rebuilding where I'm at. We're too close to the water. I'm
with
close
you.
to the water, man.
I'm with you.
You're gonna buy you right back there. No.
I'm not going to deal with that type of devastation
No.
again.
When our neighbor, a
That
friend
is
of ours,
terrible.
Mike Jones, says that he had 6 foot of water in his house, and he's right behind. Now, granted, his house is a lot lower than mine is.
A lot lower. Yeah.
I would probably be all right if the same thing happened again.
Right.
But it's everything around you
Yes.
that's done. Yeah, you might be okay in your house, but you ain't getting out to go anywhere.
You got to
until
see
all
all
the
your
shit-
neighbors. You
shit
got to
gets
see all
out.
the mess that your neighbors
I don't
got
wanna
to deal
do it.
with.
I don't want none of my age. Like a friend of ours, it's a little less, nowhere near that, but Rodney leaving at close to 70, selling all his shit, and moving to Louisiana.
Yeah.
He'll be gone. He's leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I don't want to rebuild at this age.
No, and I wouldn't.
I don't want to start
No.
over.
I wouldn't rebuild. No, I'd be done.
I'm not a fisherman. You guys are. But the state of Louisiana extended snapper season from the 7th of October to the 14th,
And the state of Florida just opened.
and increased the intake to 4 fish a day.
That's what you said too.
They said there's just too many.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot of fish.
You got to pay for the license, obviously.
Yeah, but some
Yeah, I
of
got
the,
that.
they were showing some of the snappers and just that's some big fish, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
like snapper.
It's good food.
You ain't
It's
kidding.
good food. Yeah,
Oh, it's 10 after.
Louis- Louisiana
my
just
brother will
opened
not eat fish. My brother Nick.
no. I've been reading that StreamYard's been having some issues.
I just pick up the mouse and use it because I bring it down to it because it's time for sponsors.
It is time for sponsors.
Time for sponsors.
And he's on the
Yes,
show.
today.
He's on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start with our sponsors. We got Dr. Oscar Rodriguez from GTO Cigars at 334-538-2949. Those who know
Smoke GTO.
Sponsors Kevin and Jessica at cigarprop.com. Give them a ring-a-ding-ding.
As a matter of fact, I just placed an order with Cigar Prop.
Did you? What'd you get?
Cara Valente
He's got
and Jennifer Winfield of Stogie Road Cigars.
The
Do you mind
ring-
reading that for me, Jeff? Because I can't see it.
Stogie Road Cigars. At VSRCigarFam.com.
Yes.
VSRFam.com. Exclusively home of the Phantom Paint.
yes,
The
we
Phantom
got,
Paint.
We got to talk about that
From the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge guys.
And last but not least,
Here
certainly,
at
home
the
base.
lounge here, home
Really
base,
good.
the Coast Cigar and Lounge here at 3418 Bienville Boulevard in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We can be reached at 215-0845 and area code 228. Give us a call.
And when you do come in, just come in and say hi to the cat out in the parking lot.
Right.
Well, Mart, and that cat's name is Perdomo.
Perdomo.
the cat's been named.
Yeah.
Perdomo.
Okay, who named it?
A
Somebody did.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know who named it, but somebody named it.
Yeah, the cat's all over. Some nights he's there, sometimes he's not.
He goes out back and pals around and he follows you to me and Keith to the car. And,
Wants to come inside, stand
yeah,
at the door,
we'll
like,
let him in for a
hey,
minute. We'll let him in for a minute.
Coast Cigars has a new employee on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes. Yogi.
Oh, yeah?
Yogi
He's,
inside.
he's filling it. He's taking over.
A couple of days for Keith.
You keep a couple of days off.
wow, Keith needs some time off.
Yeah,
He works too hard.
absolutely.
Maybe they'll hire me when I retire and give Bobby give Mav some days.
Well,
need
they
to
need
get-
somebody that works.
I'm not working weekends though. Fuck that.
I don't mind when it gets. I'm here anyway.
Yeah, I like to go
See,
away.
that's, you know what is really good about this job? Other jobs we were saying, man, we're not going to work weekends, we're going to work with the family. I like working weekends here because all my friends are here.
We'll come and watch football.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
all here, so
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to do. If you were like, I used to hate getting up at the Stevens Center for Sunday morning and being at 6 a.m. I used to say the same thing. I go by the Slop House right up here, the bar. What's the bar right here?
Rumors.
Rumors, and say, well, the 5 a.m. Lunch crowd's out,
Yeah.
and the car would have like 15 cars in there at 5 a.m. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Jesus,
Have rooms?
sick.
Yeah. No, I've
Yeah.
been here almost. I just went over 9 years and never been there. I'm not.
It
I don't
is-
plan on going there.
The epitome of a dive bar.
Worse
yeah.
than Gills?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh,
Gills is actually pretty.
I like Gills.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all right. It's a cool bar.
Wow.
That's a cool
This
bar.
this one is.
This is a,
It's
They
a
actually won one of the top 30 dive bars in the country.
It is
couple
a
years ago.
dive bar. It truly
No,
is.
not Rumors, but Gills won,
Yeah.
won the.
Rumors is
that's location too. You know what I mean? Because they're down and near the pier and the shrimp and
I've got friends that go to Rumors, and they enjoy it because it's the same crowd of people that show
yeah.
up.
It's the click.
It is the crowd.
You know what,
So
too?
Marty likes the Phantom Pain.
Good, because we got plenty of them.
Thanks, Marty. Here's the
What?
thing. I went in Rumors one time, and that was to get a friend of mine out. He hit his car out back, but I found him anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because he said, you find me. I said, dude,
I know where you are.
I knew exactly where I would be if I left the bar closest to us.
Yeah, of course.
Straight line,
It's
boom.
really the only one that's open all the time.
Right, yeah. And I'll
Because
tell you what, there's one bartender there that's pretty sharp.
Is she?
Yeah.
I mean, real sharp.
Yeah.
I seen her out when they were doing the painting the brick.
Sharp, or sharp as in good looking sharp?
As in,
Sharp and good looking.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
seen her
she's-
at pair of
she's pretty
Daisy
sporty.
Dukes, and I you know that spaghetti strap shirts they wear. And I mean, they're full tops. But they're
That's kind of like
spaghetti
his
straps.
favorite bartender at the
Project Lounge.
Project Lounge.
That's my girlfriend.
I didn't see her yet.
Oh, yeah.
Next time you go over, you just have to invite me to go over.
Nice
I'll get
girl,
the sandwich.
She's very.
So they got these
Very
looters
nice.
again. They arrested these two guys for. I had to read into the article for stealing what they call thousands of dollars in liquid gold. I'm like, what the hell is that? So
Liquid gold.
That ain't-
apparently, they went in to they're going into restaurants and stealing the used grease. 'Cause
Okay.
They turned the grease into biofuel and all this other shit. And they were just pumping it into the back of containers that had tobacco vans.
You used to be able to do that for nothing. I mean, when Master
They
Grill
want
was
you to
here,
take it. They want
they'd
you to
let you
take
take
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
but
it.
now they sell it to you because it's worth a lot of money.
Biofuel. You could put it in a diesel truck after it's been converted to burn it,
And
and it'll
right.
burn French fry grease.
This
Wow.
this topic will get him. I don't know if he read this. He reads a lot of the same shit I do.
I read a lot.
I don't
do.
know if he read this one. In her new book called The Stone Age, 60 Years of the Rolling Stones, author Leslie Ann Jones suggests that Jagger had affairs with bandmates Keith Richards and Mickey Taylor, in addition to other notable male celebs and musicians, reports the British Tap.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't surprise me either.
I
But
think, you know who I think one of them was?
Marianne Faithfull, she said,
David Bowie.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Remember when they did the kiss in Pretty Woman?
That does not surprise me.
No.
Mick Jagger doesn't surprise me.
No.
Marianne Faithfull said, and said, well, she wrote biographies on Bowie, Mercury, John Lennon. Speaking of John Lennon, he would have turned 82 the other day.
Yep.
82.
82.
We
I
had a
remember
celebrity
that. I
death
remember that.
today too.
Today?
Yes.
Yes.
Angela Lansbury
Yep.
died.
No.
96 years old.
My mother used to watch that show faithfully. Murder,
Oh,
She
yeah.
Wrote
Murder,
every
She Wrote.
freaking day.
She also did some Disney.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
She
Big
was,
time.
she was 96?
She was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
She absolutely was.
Yeah. with Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
What? So that puts Dick Van Dyke in
Dick
mid
Van Dyke,
90s,
he's
close to
98.
100.
Yeah, he's 98, Dick Van Dyke.
96.
He still goes in Rio Rodeo Drive. There's a
Rodeo.
Starbucks he's always in. Dick Van Dyke.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I
He has
just
his little
want, I just
satchel
want to
with
get out
him
of,
and-
I just want to get out of the house at 96.
I know.
Dude, I did
I
a
mean,
lot.
if I lived that long.
I did a lot of shit when she was gone there last week.
Oh.
I got the corner all set back in the yard. I put all the dirt and the potting soil and the dirt we had left over. I emptied out the shower.
Killed 2 plants.
Yeah, I
Right.
did kill 2 little plants. And I'm talking to her on the phone one day. She goes, "How are my plants doing?" I was like, and I look over the table. And
Forgot to order.
they're all good except for 2 little ones. I forgot to.
They
I
might come back. Not sure.
No, they ain't come back.
No, they're
No, they
You
ain't.
should replace them with the plastic ones. They look
look
beautiful.
beautiful.
They ain't coming back, right? I did
But
replace the
Sam's
faucet. That
cleaning
was
the house
the project.
Thursday, right?
Yeah, Sam's coming
Sam's
Thursday to
coming
clean the house.
Thursday to clean the house.
Oh, good.
So he'll be all ready and rock
Oh,
and roll
good.
when she
That's
gets
the
off
way.
that plane.
That's the way to do it.
She won't even
man.
notice it. She'll go right to bed.
Oh, but no, she'll notice the clean house.
Right to
Oh,
bed.
trust me, she'll notice.
She
the clean
sleeps on a
house.
plane, so she might not be too tired. But she'll be tired.
She'll be looking in places, going, "Oh, I see you clean."
Because when we came back the first time, when we went the first time we came back, I slept great that first night home.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. It was the second night.
No.
Oh, dude, I could tossing and turning, and oh, it was freaking terrible. She's gonna miss them. She misses. She knows she's gonna miss the kids and everything, but she's ready to sleep in her own bed.
Oh yeah.
She's there for the granddaughter's birthday on Saturday. Well, she turns 1 on Friday, but they're throwing a party on Saturday. What about that girl? We talked about that girl the girl that beat this guy in the pickup basketball game. And
Oh, yeah. You heard that one?
he got so pissed that he got beat by a girl in the pickup basketball game.
Who was this?
Some guy in
In
Dallas.
Texas, yeah.
He got so mad he got beat. He went to his bag, pulled out a gun, and shot him multiple times
So,
because he got beat by a girl playing basketball.
Billie Jean King would have got beat if that were the case at tennis, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You when you accept a challenge,
you got to know win, lose, or draw. That's it.
if you lose, you just got to bow down and say you beat me.
Yeah.
You know, you can make
Now
1,000
he murdered
excuses.
her. She was 21. He was 32. And
He's
he
going to
was
be playing basketball on
he-
10.
Yeah, he was a family friend.
Oh, was he? I didn't
Yeah.
see that part. He was a friend of hers.
Well,
The family, yeah. The
I hope
family
he's-
knew the mother and the father.
I hope he's good enough to play in jail because that's where
I
he's
hope
going to
he
be playing.
packed his fudge.
Well,
I don't get it. I don't understand stupid shit like that. I just don't buy it. I don't understand.
you know, when you've got the macho, you know, you feel like I got beat by a girl, and this
And
just
the world
isn't
just came
acceptable.
to an end.
Come on, man.
I've been watching the show that I think you would like. I didn't enjoy the first episode, but the next 2 were actually really pretty good. The new Quantum Leap.
I've got it on
It was
DVR.
actually the first one was a little slow, but the next 2 were. I was like, it's all right.
Got it
It's
on
all right.
DVR.
But they have I don't know how to describe this guy. Not a transgender, but just dresses very strangely and acts a little
Well, I mean,
different.
Al dressed differently too.
No, not like this guy. Oh, the girl that plays Al's part, the hologram that goes back with
Yeah.
Bing or Bang, whatever his name is. She's hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're going to enjoy this.
she's hot.
New York is now allowing polygamy marriages. They're recognizing multiple mates.
Well, you know something? I don't have a problem with that if that's what they want to do. I can't afford 1 wife, let alone 2 or 3.
I can't please one
Oh, you know, so in other words, you're allowed more than one wife in New York?
or more than one spouse. And the reason
That's
that came
in
up
Utah
is
too, right? Is that Utah?
no, Utah doesn't allow it. They
Where
banned
is
that.
where is it? that it's
They
allowed?
banned it. It used
Yeah,
to.
that long
It used
time
to be,
ago.
long
right?
time ago.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
like the sisters. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's. I mean, there are some polygamous sects there that
Yeah.
you know, they're Latter-day Saint Mormons
Mhm.
that believe that. But it came open because somebody at Ramstein had posted it on the Ramstein page and said, "My spouse and I are going to go back to the States. We want to get married to this other person, and we want to know, what privileges, what rights this other person's going to have
You're not going to.
as a dependent." So everybody automatically assumed it was a guy with two wives, and then all of a sudden everybody started chiming and said, could be a girl with two other
Or it
wives,
could be three guys.
or it could be three guys. And I said, "Oh,
Now I'll tell you this:
that just brings a whole new."
from working in finance and everything, I would think the military would, and I can't say this for sure, but I would assume they would come out and say, whoever the first spouse is covered. You're getting BAH, you'll get all that. But we ain't going to give you 3 BAH. We ain't going to give you.
Yeah, but could you imagine if it's a guy married to two wives, divorces them, and each one of them gets half of his pension?
You even had,
He's just lost his pension.
I'm out, guys.
all right,
See you
hey,
later,
have a
Eddie.
great time.
Both
Be
of them
safe.
took his pension.
So, okay, married, you split, you get half and half. But if you're married, they get half, they get half. He gets
Two halves as a
half.
whole.
He gets nothing.
He gets nothing.
I'd have to have a prenup.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Well, first off, I wouldn't get married the second time.
no,
If I were already in a.
no.
Once is enough, man. I'm never getting married again, let alone two at the same time.
I laughed hysterically
I didn't see that.
when I saw this.
Who's behind that? AOC?
I have no idea. It was on the Ramstein page.
So
I hope it was a troll. I hope it was a joke. Because if it wasn't, oh, I pity the guy or the gal. I do.
Whatever it is.
I just don't.
Well,
I don't get it.
It's time for the rating.
The military has changed. Hold on a second. I went to a meeting yesterday. I walked in there, and there was a guy a senior math sergeant sitting at the table, full beard and mustache.
Shaving waiver. Oh no, or religious exemption.
Had to be religious then because he wasn't of color. So I was just like, wow. Yeah.
Oh well, they're now admitting that white guys get pseudofolliculitis. They're now admitting that. So, you get ingrown hairs. When I was active duty, and my whole neck was nothing but raw from shaving it, and I had ingrown hair, and they said the doc told me, he said white guys don't get pseudofolliculitis. And so then what is this? He said it must be just ingrown hairs.
Well,
So,
that's
what is pseudofolliculitis?
That's what it is.
It's ingrown hairs.
So he was in all that and in uniform?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
in ABUs or OCPs, whatever you want to call them now. But
it's coming. It's coming to where
Yeah,
they're going to be able to have beards.
I don't like it.
I don't mind. I don't care.
I don't. I just say I don't. Like
I don't think that it detracts from. It's got to be. It can't be Patch McGee. It can't be an 18-year-old that has a little bit of hair here, some here, and
you either have a mustache or a full beard. I wouldn't go with this.
I wouldn't even go with a goatee. I'd say
No.
mustache
Or
and full beard, or full beard. Yes, and it has to be full. It can't be, like I said, Patch McGee.
When are they going to be allowed to wear koofies?
Wear what?
Koofy.
What's it?
Oh, they already can.
Oh yeah, they can do whatever they want to with their hair. Yeah, it's good.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Yankees
So-
are losing.
Verdict. Since I picked it, I picked last.
All right. I pick thumbs up.
I'm a
It's very
thumbs
good.
up too. This is a fantastic cigar.
This is 3 thumbs up from the Ash Holes. Great cigar.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it in.
The Cuanto Cinco.
I'll put it in my top 5 for right now.
Ooh, wow.
It's a good cigar.
It's a real good
Solid,
cigar.
worth the money. I don't know what the price point is. There's no sticker on it, but
Top 5.
I'd say top 5 right now. Yeah, it's that good. It's transitioned so well.
It's good.
Very smooth at the end.
Yeah, I like it.
I was afraid you'd be scared by the color of it.
No.
The
But as we
profile.
know, the color of the cigar doesn't necessarily
Right.
mean it.
Right.
Because we have a cigar in here from a very well-known maker, and I'll say it's from Oscar Valdez.
Okay.
It's called the Raw Dog.
I saw it.
It's a 60 ring gauge, no wrap.
No
No
wrap.
wrap.
I wasn't pleased with it at all.
I heard it was horrible.
I would say that's accurate.
If it had a wrapper on it, it might have
All right,
made
Bruce.
it later,
uh,
but
Take care.
it might have been. It's not the GLSS anymore. It's the Great GC PS, Great Cigar and Pipe Shop.
And they got a new logo, which was kind of cool that they,
Yes, they did.
that really quick.
Oh, I think they've been working on it for a while. They had to be, man. But yeah, there's a lot.
Now I know you guys don't retro,
No,
but it definitely does have a little burn on the nose. But as far as flavor goes, it's not overpowering. It's
Okay.
yes,
it doesn't kill you.
always GLS.
Well, I mean, I get it. It's going to be Great Lakes.
But they're big. They get big. They
They
get
are
bigger.
yeah, and kudos to them. They do a good product. They've got the time to devote to it, and someday, coming up within the next couple of years, we're going to have the time as well, and we might even add a fourth.
Still
Yeah.
going in a couple of years.
Yeah, well,
We'll be all right.
we've hung pretty tight,
Well, we got a bunch of cigars. so-
even through opposition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've hung pretty tight on the course. When some said we would fail, we've continued to go, and we've actually gotten a little bit better, I think, than what we were before.
I think you're right.
There'll be more time to develop.
I think we enjoy it.
I got to learn how. I really got to learn how to do the. I'd like to sit down with somebody like cousin Frank from Great Lakes, and learn how he does the banners and the
That would be pretty cool.
4x8s and stuff.
Well, you have
Right now,
time in a couple
takes,
months.
Takes a lot of time. Yeah.
Couple months.
Yeah, time's
Yeah.
gonna go by fast.
I still got to figure out when I'm going to stop working. I know my retirement date, but I don't know when I'm going to start
You
my
did that
leave.
3 years ago, didn't you?
Leave and go back. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. Yeah. I know I'm going to leave 390 hours of sick leave.
I'll tell you
Everything
what.
else is gonna get used.
Take 3 weeks of vacation and come back and say, I know exactly how I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gonna be time soon.
I got a new golf bag to go with my custom made clubs I got a couple of years ago. So I'm ready to. Actually, that golf course out at by the airport, which a lot of people say they don't like, which is I played with MTV Mike, which is not a bad golf course at all for $20 with the golf cart. They got a 3-year
That's
membership.
cheap.
That's not bad.
They got a 3-year
$185.
membership for $185. All the golf cart.
I
That's
mean,
cheap.
as long as they stay in business.
Dude, and if they don't for a year, you're still making out. It's $185.
Yeah, that's still a good deal.
The golf cart alone, you.
10, 15
Me,
bucks
I
a pop.
drive the thing around and deliver beer and cigars. That's me.
I do. Oh, that's not a bad idea either. Run the golf cart, but I'm not gonna make any tips. Not like the golf
Yeah.
beer girls do.
Well, just take your top off.
Yeah, Harry, Hello.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Well, we got anything else, fellas?
No, I don't think so. Other than going to watch the Yankees, they're down 1-0, man.
Bones is going to watch his Yankees. My Phillies won their first one.
Oh, the Astros came back too.
Yeah, hit a
Oh
grand
my
slam.
God.
Whoa. Not a grand slam.
Oh, 3-run home.
3-run
Yeah,
homer
bottom of the ninth.
at the bottom of the ninth.
From
2
the
outs.
5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge, Mort, Bones, and myself, Maverick, bid you good night.
Go watch the Great Cigar and Pipe Show.
Do it.
Dude, they're giving away a nice bottle of bourbon, right?
Nice bottle. Beautiful
Oh.
bottle.
I put my headphones in. Where's the mouse at? Oh, did it finally die?
No.
Maybe.